Goeienaand, good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. Well, isn't it amazing how sickly Jacob Zuma has suddenly become in recent months? Every time there's a court case coming up, oh my gosh, he's straight into hospital with some ailment. Well, the latest one apparently happened while he was at the Estcourt Prison. Now, I do hope, based on reports I've received about the Estcourt Public Hospital, that he gets the sort of treatment that other people do at that hospital. But I wouldn't be surprised, knowing that it is Jacob Zuma, that he hasn't been shipped off to Cuba. Remember, David Mabuza, the vice president of South Africa, spent some extended time in Russia getting hospital care. That shows a huge amount of faith in his own country's public health system. But of course, these charlatans who call themselves members of parliament and ex-presidents, they are complete and utter scoundrels. Let me tell you what's happening with one of those scoundrels, ex-president Jacob Zuma. Former President Jacob Zuma has been hospitalized and released from prison to be hospitalized. This is according to the Department of Correctional Services, or DCS. Zuma was admitted to an unnamed outside hospital for medical observation on Friday morning. As I've just said, I do hope it's the Estcourt Public Hospital, because that's where people go to die. Zuma is currently serving a 15-month prison sentence at the Estcourt Correctional Centre in KwaZulu-Natal for contempt of court. DCS spokesperson Singabako Nxumalo said that as a former president, the healthcare needs of Zuma required the involvement of the South African Military Health Services. Here we go to the preferential treatment. Oh, how did I know that was coming up? Really? I mean, you don't have to be a rocket scientist, do you? Let's continue. Nxumalo said, this being the case since his admission at Estcourt Correctional Centre. A routine observation prompted that Mr. Zuma be taken for in-hospitalization. Well, routine inspection. Jacob Zuma would say, I got a headache. Oh, we'll take you off to hospital. Bang, he's out of prison and now he's sitting in a comfy bed in a private hospital somewhere, feeling like the king of the world. Guess what? This wouldn't happen to John Ndlovu from Soweto. Believe me. No, he would just be left in the cell, lying on the floor. Let's continue. The department pointed out the inmate's health was addressed under Section 35(2) of the Constitution. Since when did that ever apply to a normal inmate in a South African prison? This is a joke. Anyway, this is what they said. This obliges the DCS to ensure that everyone who is detained, including every sentenced prisoner, has the right to conditions of detention that are consistent with human dignity, including at least exercise and the provision, at state expense, of adequate accommodation, nutrition, reading material, and medical treatment. Wow. Why didn't we see that one coming? All right, guys, there's the latest. Jacob Zuma is no longer incarcerated. He's now sitting in a comfy hospital bed in a private hospital somewhere, probably in KwaZulu-Natal. Whereas, believe it or not, probably 50% of the people at the Estcourt Prison or Correctional Centre have real ailments, and they are sitting in prison cells. Whereas Jacob Zuma has just, once again, pulled the rabbit out of the hat. Disgraceful. Please remember to subscribe to Loving Life on YouTube to be kept informed. Please remember to register on lovinglifetv.com to be kept informed. That's the platform we're transitioning to. Please like this video. Please share this video. And above all, please stay safe. Bye for now.